Hello and good morning.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Welcome to the Animation Breakfast Club. It's day 2 of the Lip Sync Morning Challenge stream. We're going to be looking through more of the submissions that we got this week. So we'll be showing Swifty's screen in a second, and she's going to be looking through more of those. You got that up there, Swifty?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let me hop us over then. There we go. First up is Enkun.
Hey, Enkun, I see you in chat. Hey, Pat, yeah, we're doing animation reviews today because we didn't get through all of them yesterday. So the Morning Challenge for last week was to do some lip sync. Do you have my sound and everything, Mike?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, good. Hoonts Art says, yay, more animation. Yes. Oh, how's everybody doing? Oh, Pat, I'm a bit ill today. But I'm still happy to be here to hang out with you guys. Yeah, Ninja Girl, everyone really brought it, right? Everyone did such cool stuff. Thanks, Enkun. I'm sure I will. I'm sure I'll feel better later on in the day. Patrick. I appreciate it. I don't think bits will help me recover, but I appreciate it. See what you're doing there. Try to get people to support us. How could you?
You subtle.
Yeah, is everyone else doing okay?
I'm doing okay. Do I count as part of everyone else? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you do.
I don't know.
Oh, nice. I'll get some coffee when I feel a bit better. Coffee sounds good. You got Weetos. Oh my gosh, I forgot Weetos were a thing.
You forgot Weedos existed.
Yeah. With the mad scientist character as their mascot, right?
Yeah. Oh, what were we? Yeah, we were watching Team NT through like the actual Nicktoons portal, and
oh, the Lucky Charms advert.
yeah, the Lucky Charms advert kept playing on the Nicktoons channel, and we are living in Ireland, so to see like such a cartoonish Irish stereotype is quite something.
Wait a second, they got rid of the mad scientist years ago. Wait, what? What do they have instead now for Weetos? What? But the mad scientist, though. He was the face of Weetos. Hold on. Not that I was ever a Weetos person. You know, but...
There's no one, just the Weetos.
There's no one, just... Oh, wow. This is... Say hello to Mr. Weetos. The Weeto scientist.
Yeah, is it? He's
Professor
gone.
Weeto. Yeah, he's gone. Maybe he passed.
Was that? He just said he straight up died.
Well, he's disappeared. Who knows where he is? What happened to him? It's the greatest mystery of our time.
He kind of looks like Rick from Rick and Morty.
Well, Rick is based on the mad scientist archetype, and so is this dude. So
Yeah.
I'm not surprised they share some visual design cues.
Maybe Weetos were like, we don't want to associate ourselves with.
Weeto want to associate ourselves. Do you get Weeto want to associate ourselves?
Nice. Oh, it's good.
Oh, okay, right. I can tell you're not. You're just humouring me. Whatever,
No,
man.
no,
I
that
thought it was a good joke.
I like that. That's worth getting Jaffa cakes for.
Bert says he was old. Yeah, I'm a sucker for old 2D animated cereal adverts though. So I enjoyed seeing the Lucky Charms one.
I can't remember the first line, but it ends with "they're magically delicious," and it cracked me up every time.
They're magically delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always used to be fascinated when I was a kid that how well animated the cereal adverts were.
Yeah.
Because 2D cereal adverts have amazing animation.
Well, I think a lot of the animators that, you know, were working professionally, they would do ad work like that.
Yeah. And it's still like that to this day.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember visiting Uli Mayer's animation studio in London, and
You're right,
a couple of people there were doing like Tony the Tiger, or maybe it was a wolf for one of the Crispy Crunch or something. Whoa!
Patrick, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you. Aw, you don't need to do that.
Patrick, thank you.
You're already paying as you're our boss. It's okay. Thank you so much. Aw, I will. I'm sure this is like gonna get better through the day.
Have we seen the ugly abomination the new Toucan Sam is? No. What do you mean, ugly abomination?
Also, Lance the Gamer, you're a big fan of this animation. Have you seen this before?
I mean, okay.
Is it alright?
I'm not familiar with the previous one either, so I guess this is old and this is new. They won't be able to see this.
Oh, it's just turned super cute. Right? Is that?
Yeah.
It just looks like it's turned super cute. It looks like it's gonna get its own animated series. That's the kind of vibe I get from that character design. New Toucan Sam is such a disappointment. Oh, hey now. Don't be too harsh on poor Toucan Sam. They're doing their best.
I think people probably just have issue with the mouth being like an internal shape. That's the only thing about the design that I can see that people would have issue.
I think the proportions as well.
It's amazing how strongly people feel about nostalgic designs.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, Sonic the Hedgehog. I can't pretend I'm not defensive over that design.
I saw Grog playing a mod of that Robo Sonic Blast, and he'd modded it so that the character sprite was the character design from
Sonic CD.
Yeah, it looked good. It looked fun to play as that character.
I really want to play that one. All right, let's get into it.
Okay.
So let's see. So this is Enkoon's animation. Thank you so much for doing the challenge and submitting your animation, Enkoon. Let's have a look. We'll go and play it. You guys let me know how the volume is, okay?
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
That's
I
great.
have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum. I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Awesome. Nice job, Enkoon. I really like the acting here. Maybe pop the volume down for a sec while I scrub it.
If you want, I can pop the volume down for you.
Don't worry about it. It's easier for me to control it.
Okay.
So I don't have to ask you every time. Yeah, I really like the acting here at the end. It's like, and kick ass. And I'm all out of gum. Like, I love the way that he turns around and does that great gesture where he kind of smacks his fist into his palm threateningly.
Wouldn't bubble
Somebody
gum.
get him some more gum. Quick! Throw gum at the robot! You can only think of the reverse of this quote, Duke Nukem memes, and you're laughing to yourself. Oh, and Kun, you tried this in Krita. How did you find it? So, I mean, I'd get on your butt about a grid. Like some kind of indication of a background would be nice. But I'm not going to harp on about it because the main thing is the animation. I think the main thing I'm seeing specifically with the lip sync is it feels a little bit off at the beginning. I think from Ass it's all reading pretty well. I mean, it might be slightly harder with this character because I'm not sure if you're going to be limited with the mouse shapes you're using. So I'm not sure if you want to make sure that you're only using ones that a robot could use. Like, whether if that means that you won't be able to purse the lips.
Robert approved.
And so on.
I have come here to...
Yeah, let's see, so...
I wonder why it's called lip sync rather
Because
than
you're
like mouth sync or talk sync or talk sync.
Well, I guess if you're going to call it mouth sync, then lip sync is just as relevant.
Yeah, but this robot don't got no lips.
Well, that's true, but
It's robot.
I don't think they were thinking of this animation when they were naming it way back when.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I like this U shape. That's really nice. I think maybe here you don't actually need as many mouth shapes as you have going on. Because you have this nice open for eye, which I think will work really well. And then all you really need after that is more of a closed teeth shape. But you have like open mouth, open mouth, open mouth, slightly more closed mouth. So I think if you want to have that many, you want to make sure that they're really like easing nicely between one another. And you really feel like you're perhaps popping open the mouth on the ah, and then slowly closing it as it gets on. Because right now a few of these shapes feel kind of disconnected. So let's have a look. See if I can do a sketcheroo over the top. So I really like this one. I probably wouldn't change this one. I'm just going to sketch over it so that it reads with the others when we play through it in this purple pen. So trying to keep the curve of the bottom lip consistent here. I can see that the mouth is getting a little bit longer width-wise here, which is real good. Because he's like going to be closing it. And then we probably want to start easing it closed here.
I like his hat.
I like his hat too. I like this design. It's a fun design. Pop, 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 pop. Just trying to keep it like really consistent between this one and the previous one. To make sure it reads as one continuous movement rather than several different movements being shown by different keys. This music is kind of Stranger Things-ish.
Yeah, yeah. I want to find more happy, like, like tone stuff for the streams. Switch to this.
I wonder if I can. I think. Let me just delete this. I think I want this frame to be this frame. And then I'll ease this one. Make this one a little bit closer to the one before. Starting to feel a little bit better. And then this is going to be the closed mouth shape.
Just downloaded a bunch more Richie Everett, so the same musician as that last track.
I
think the eye is reading a little bit better now. Oh yeah, if you're thinking of using this character again, you should totally. Thank you, and I really like this character. I think if you coupled this with really like easing that head nicely too, like getting that head arc feeling really nice, and really easing it in. Like I think it could use a couple of eases at the end here. You see where you ping into this position, so we really get this like slow in. That'd be really nice. I'll put a little note for that. Boop, boop, boop.
I don't think I've seen that animation before. Let me open it. Tried to hit pause. No, I don't think I've seen it. Joel G.
Oh, Exoskeleton, I'm sorry you missed the beginning. We are only on the first one though, so you haven't missed too much.
Yeah, we've only been going for about 20 minutes. And a lot of the startup was just us doing a bit of chatting, so...
So a V shape is difficult here.
Yeah, because
Because-
that's very like... that's your teeth over your bottom lip, isn't it?
Yeah. So, but I do think that this isn't necessarily reading as the end of the word have. So I like this shape. So let's mostly maintain this. I like the way that you've tilted it. It's nice to see that even though you're using a robot, like you're okay with tilting the jaw around, because that adds so much expression, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You could push the whole jaw back for V, like on the hinge. Yeah. Like, I'm wondering if you could do something like...
I would probably push the jaw forward if I was viving. My jaw goes forward.
Yeah, but it's because we're trying to create the impression of a V without actually having the teeth overlap.
Ah, the. Oh, like on this afterwards, like the.
No, more like we're trying to create the impression that this is being bitten without having teeth.
Right.
So
Okay.
pushing it back means we can overlap the top
I see what you're saying.
over it.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So we'll see if this kind of feels like maybe it's breaking the model, like, but maybe it will make it feel like, because it doesn't make any sense to have like bite marks here, but if it reads,
I have come here.
is that have a little too short? I wonder
I have come here.
what happened there.
It just made me laugh because you're animating lip sync on a robot,
Yeah.
and you said have.
Oh, I have
and is
Hogan.
that have little? Yeah.
I have come here.
I think we can just like resolve this expression a little bit here, maybe. Like loosen it up a little bit, so we get more like a squash from the frame above. So his jaw would just come down a little bit as it loosens, which means that I should probably put his chin on this just so we have a comparison.
That's feeling better. Yeah.
Like try and make it real subtle, but just give it like a little bit of a ping back.
Would you say you enjoy the problem solving aspect of animating, where you like try and work through an idea and see how it will move and feel?
Animation is
Okay.
so much about problem solving. I think the entire process is like from storyboarding, character design, right through to animation and compositing. everything is kind of problem solving. So I think the come, you probably want a closed mouth shape. Let me just say it. I've come here. Yeah, come here. I think you need a closed mouth shape before the here. Come. So just maybe pop one in here. And then you can ping it off.
I said in a podcast once that India was of the two of us, India was like the problem creator and I was like the problem solver of the two of us.
That's very true.
And by that I mean India will be kind of the driving force in deciding what creative projects we'll be doing, how they'll play out, and then I'm good at being more support and figuring out how to bring those things to life or add life to her existing life-ness. Yeah. Adderslayer is saying, I'm a smart person. You use your whole brain animating.
Yeah, it's true. Swifty the problem child. That's also true.
Is there any like video footage of you at like age 3 to 4?
Probably.
Out there.
Probably.
I have such a distinct impression or imagined thing of how you would like toddle around. I wanted to see if it is true. It's probably not at all how you moved, but I just have this kind of like manic walk cycle for you in my head, just full of mischief.
I think that's probably about right. So yeah, I'm just saying that I think this head arc is really nice. I like the way it starts. Again, I feel like you might want to resolve it with some more eases. Sorry, some more frames of ease is what I mean to say. Because it feels like it stops kind of abruptly. And you can really use that hat and the brim to sell the 3D feeling of it too. So maybe you look to just craft that arc and the spacing there into something where it feels like it has a bit of a softer settle.
Okay. I think I see that.
That's a really nice shape, by the way. On the end of here. That's a super nice mouth shape, like really creative of you to go with that and create that kind of push towards the front of the mouth on the end of here. Patrick, storyboarding is creating the problem, animation is solving it. Maybe so. And that 2 shape is really nice too. Sorry, the chew. Yeah, I think the lip sync gets much better from there on in. I think it's just the beginning bit that I was feeling wasn't quite hitting the shapes clearly enough for me to be able to tell. Let me have another look.
I have come here to chew.
I think we might still be losing that have.
I have come here to. I
wonder if we just give it like an extra frame.
I have come here to.
Yeah, think maybe the open shape of have needs an extra frame or two to read. Does he have the mouth closed during bubblegum? Let's have a look.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and
He has it on the of bubblegum, but I think you're right. We need that to stay open for a little bit longer. It's like you have the shapes in there and everything. I think maybe a little bit of shifting things around on the timeline to make sure that your audio is syncing with your mouth shapes would really help. That's a cool way to think about it, Pat. Lip sync is sort of like a bouncing ball exercise. A closed mouth to contact and they open the cells. So we've got chew, bubble gum. So he's still saying bubble gum here where you have the mouth closed. So you just want to keep that open like a spell longer. So let me just get this. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Incan says, the thought process for him in my head is that his upper jaw is more flexible than his brick lower jaw. So I tried to put the more flexible curves in the upper lip.
Nice.
Hey, Keyframe, thanks so much for subscribing.
It's a fun limitation to give yourself.
5-month streak, thank you so much. I'm gonna have to add that egg so that 6-month subscribers get little eggs on their sandwich.
So I've got this full bubble, the end of the word here. I think this might need to also be on a little bit longer. So if we experiment with this a bit now that we have these 3 shapes sketched out. I think something like, and this is just like, I've done this in 2 seconds, but something more like this in terms of the timing of your shapes will feel a bit more like it's landing on the beat. So let me just write at the beginning of this, shift mouth shapes around, which you can do in Krita really easily, so that's okay. Shift mouth shapes around in timeline. To hit audio beats.
Oh, Patrick, you should be able to use your own Swifty like love heart hug emote now. I think
oh,
if you
with
had
the bits, yeah.
I think if you hadn't before, you definitely have got that now.
Should have it. One thing that Richard Williams said in his book, The Animated Survival Kit, is that if you lip sync with everything like dead on the vowels on the consonants when you're syncing it together, if you animate making sure that you're really like your shapes are landing in the place where if you scrub the audio they actually are, and then shift it 2 frames earlier, then that gives you the best feeling of sync. So bear that in mind. You never really want to be too far ahead of your lip sync, and you definitely don't want to be too far behind it. So if you find you're hitting shapes way before the audio scrubbing is giving you the words, you might need to shift your shapes a little bit. They should be like a frame or 2 before the sound hits, but that's all.
Okay.
Yeah, other than that, I just think that there's a few more eases you could add in here, just because there's a couple of movements where I feel like we kind of pop in and pop out, but it would feel much smoother and nicer to clarify that arc with a few more drawings. You know, things like if you start here and then you ping here and then you ping here, it can feel a little bit disconnected. But if you just add in a few more points to that, then suddenly you get like the feeling of an arc instead. It feels much less sharp. Just like really watch where your spacing is to control that. So that you're like very consciously and knowingly using your spacing. I'll just put overall.
Pink Pink Heart asks, it's like put audio 2 frames earlier and hold consonants at least 2 frames as the advice.
As a general rule, yeah. But also bear in mind that sometimes the consonants that you hear on the audio won't necessarily be shown in the mouth.
Gotcha.
Because humans tend to slur their words and blend shapes together when they talk in real life. So it's always worth imitating your audio and filming yourself saying it. So you can see what kind of mouth shapes your face actually makes.
Yeah.
Because we don't often actually pronounce like each letter or each sound of the word using the mouth shape chart that animators recommend. If you do that, then you get the look of a manic character who's like pronouncing every single.
Then you get Vegeta.
Vegeta. Yeah, every single what's it called? Oh, gosh, I hate like not being at 100% because it's so difficult to like find the concept in my head. Oh, what's the word for how many beats are in a word? It begins with sim. India has 3. Michael has 2.
Yes. Oh, syllable.
Syllable. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jeez, oh, I can't believe that I couldn't find the word for syllable.
I knew that.
But
hey, Gelatin guy.
But yeah, the syllables actually blend together mouth shapes wise when we say them. It's not like every single syllable needs, you know, the accompanying consonants and they have to be on screen for 2 frames. So just check by recording yourself to make sure that if you're imitating the line, the way that the actor's saying it, you are hitting those and not blending them together, because humans tend to, so it's worth checking before you go into animation. A stream lag, more like brain lag, am I right?
Syllable, 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 syllable.
This is a really nice arc. I like that a lot on the punctuation afterwards of hitting the hand. It's probably my favorite part of the animation. I think it's great. You did an awesome job.
We should have, yeah. Hinky Pink Art's like, by the way, I watched back your Wotwa on lip sync, and I was like, I should have totally linked that.
Oh, I forgot that we had that. Oh yeah. Hinky Pink Art, thank you. I'm glad that you liked it and that it was helpful. The sock puppet is useful. I guess I'd have different advice now, like a couple of years on. Maybe it's worth making another video with updated advice.
What a ridiculous startup.
Oh, Hunsar, you're super welcome. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the VOD. Get some good sleep. But Enkun, that's like all the notes I have. The main general notes are just to watch your arcs, use your spacing very consciously, clarify a few of those mouth shapes. And other than that, like, I think this is going to be a really like charming piece of animation. I'd be excited to see you take it further and maybe even clean it up a little bit, because you could definitely push it and tie down using the arcs and the easing.
Was it Hoons that made the axolotl one from yesterday?
I think so.
Oh, we were India really enjoy.
Yeah,
I made the smart boy.
Yeah, I love that. I love that so much. It's so funny. Smart boy doing a smart job. Super cool. Thank you so much, Enkoon. Alright, let's move on to Exoskeleton.
Yeah.
This one's called Final Speen.
You doing a spin, India?
I don't know.
On the right. He's spinning.
Me?
No, the thing in the
It's
in the
true.
animation
It is. I don't know what it is yet though, because I haven't seen it not spin.
Yeah.
Speen. Hey Exoskeleton, it's you. Let me turn the audio up and we'll play this through.
I'm not really sure. Spin! You heard me. Yeah, you walk away. You know what you did. I'm not really sure. Spin! You heard me. Yeah, you walk away.
This one getting you.
You know what you did.
I wish that you could hear these, Mike.
Aww.
Honestly. Spin!
So, Exoskeleton said, first of all, it lacks polish because of demotivating technical difficulties.
Oh
no! Sorry to
no.
hear. The thing I learned the most about is how to use an actual video software, and also learned that mine is not good at all. Probably because it was free. Using it was the biggest struggle because it was inconsistent in how it worked. P.S. I spent more than 3 hours on it, mostly because of technical difficulties, and I really wanted to draw that robot too. But I did manage to make the character who speaks in under 3 hours, so I guess I did it? Question mark. Sorry to hear that it was such a pain. I think, yeah, learning about these teething difficulties with software is always a bad time.
I'd be interested to know what software you were using that was causing you difficulties. But yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that. That's really frustrating, especially when you want to do an exercise that's like pretty quick and then it ends up taking so much longer because of all the technical stuff. Like, overall, awesome job though. Thank you for putting a grid in there for me. I appreciate it. There was no audio scrubbing, really? Oh man. Did you say what software you used? Because I would probably recommend Krita. I think Krita's pretty good. Alright, let me just check what he's saying again.
I'm not really sure.
So I love this. I love this pose. Hold on, let me. I love this pose. Something about the mouth just hanging open and the eyes having dotted across but nothing else moving is like perfect for the end of this sentence where it gets cut off. I'm not really sure if... And then he's just looking. I think it's just a really great illustration of the feeling. It's great acting. Very much enjoy. Move it to the right frame. There we are.
I'm not really sure.
So yeah, I think it feels like the mouth shape is a bit late on the audio here. Yeah, the audio's starting here, and we don't have mouth movement yet. As I was just saying a little bit earlier, you generally want to hit it a frame or two before. Oh, audio scrubbing didn't work there either, at least for you. Yeah, I mean, Krita is really nice software, so I'd recommend using it even if it doesn't have audio scrubbing. But audio scrubbing is definitely an advantage to have. You know, you guys could actually try Toon Boom. You guys could try a free trial of that. Toon Boom actually lets you have 30 days. I know the software itself is expensive, but if you wanted to give it a shot and just see what it's like, then
Yeah.
you could grab a free trial of that.
I've never really tried to scrub Blender, but They've started introducing like grease pencil and stuff into Blender, and that's a free software. I'll investigate that and get back to you guys tomorrow to see if they have good. Does Blender have audio scrubbing? I don't know. But I'll check it out.
Oh, the grease pencil.
But they have a video editor and stuff, and like they've been using audio for a while, and I guess you would have to like lip sync with 3D rigs and stuff. So if they don't have audio scrubbing by this point, what are you doing?
I spell a hit without the I, which is amazing because it's a 3-letter word.
You know what? Since I'm not sharing my screen, I'll just fire up Blender now.
Yeah, have a look.
And investigate for you.
The audio 1 or 2 frames. Oh. Sound. So you probably want the mouth to open here. It's more like not than I'm not, isn't it?
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, it's just like the I'm is just a So maybe rather than an open mouth, you want more like a just like his mouth going up a little bit to indicate that he's making a noise. And then this would be your T shape for not really, not. Yeah, that would be open, I think. And then that might be a closed mouth shape. I'll let you experiment with which ones to put in. But I think in general, you probably just want to move the frames you already have back a bit and see if they still sync up. Oops, let me take this off. There we are. Yeah, and this, I love this mouth shape at the end here. This expression is so perfect.
I'm not really sure.
Also, I think it would be great if, and this is just like an acting side note, but I think it would be wonderful if this robot slowly came in. If you could like tween them in with this spinning animation still going. Just because it would then give the character a reason to notice them halfway through the sentence, rather than starting with them on screen and then him just seeing it halfway through his sentence. I think if you like tweened this in, that could be really fun. And then we get the spin, which again, the S starts here. So I think you're just a little bit delayed. So I think that's like just a good general note. Let me put overall at the beginning here. Overall, anim on lip sync is a bit delayed. So look to shift it earlier.
Variably geeky, thank you for the host.
Thank you very much. Look at these great frames. So you could get away with like adding anticipation in here. Since you're about to throw his arms up, you could totally make that S into a...
I have to say that's a really convincing spin animation. Like, really get the feeling of the little thing spinning.
Spinning.
Yeah.
Good. Exoskeleton did a good job.
I found an article that explains how to get audio imported and how to sync it in Blender.
Does it have scrubbing?
I believe so. Like, there's a part in the thing that I was just reading that says, turn scrubbing on. Check audio scrubbing and AV sync, and then Alt A to play. Yeah, there's a checkbox for audio scrubbing, so I assume that turns it on.
So there we are. So I'd add this little anticipation here. Spin! Yeah, and you probably just want to move all of this stuff earlier so that the P and the I hit here instead. I think it would also be great to, if you have this pose, I think if you added one more keyframe with him leaning forward and his head slightly lower, and then as he's yelling spin, like we get the ease of his head slowly getting like closer. I think that'd be great. It's like spin instead of staying in one place. Mike and I both just did it, and I'm sorry you guys can't see it.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to imagine it. So you have it here at the end. I'd still keep this great bit at the end. A bit in the great face expression. So maybe what you want to do is create a frame that's slightly less pronounced than this, and then ease into this. Keep the face expression, everything the same, just have him leaning forward slightly, and then ease between the two. Spin! Yeah, this is great. Love this expression. Fun.
That little Korok has such a similar energy. Bam! Bam! Oh, I should mention, later today, I got word this morning from Tales of Alethrion that they're going to be doing a stream, I think, later today, and they're going to be drawing Alethrion versions of the Doig and Swift Bear and Bird. If any of you are all interested in that, they're over at, I think this should get you to them. So that was cool to find out. I don't know what time yet. I asked them on Twitter.
He heard me.
But as soon as I know, I'll be shouting about it.
I think this is working super well. Like, technically, he's still saying me when the mouth is closed, but I think it reads perfectly well when you play it.
He heard me.
Yeah, I wouldn't change that. I think that works super well.
Yeah, you walk away. Yeah, you walk away.
I think you might just want a little bit of more of a difference between the mouth shapes here, just to make it a bit clearer.
Yeah, you walk away.
I think mainly we're just missing the k from walk.
Yeah, you walk away.
I think having a wider mouth shape in here to break it up a little bit would really help. Let me move this a frame earlier. Where's my pencil? There it is.
Are they from Denmark? Yeah, I think they could be from Denmark. They are, yeah. Because it's confirmed they are.
Yeah, you walk away. You know what you did. You walk away. You walk away.
Making this a little bit wider as well.
The animation workshop. Is that a school?
Yeah, you walk away. You know.
I think that'll read it slightly better. You'll have to go in and finesse these very rough drawings and make them fit the mouth shapes that you would use for this dude. But just adding a little more variety in there helps separate out the words a little bit.
Yeah, you walk away. You know what you did. 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 You know what you did.
See. So for this, I think the ooh shape, you could go a little more ooh with it for the U. So that it's a little bit clearer. Like really making sure that you distinguish those shapes from one another.
Hey, Divan. Your friend made an exchange semester there and never came back. The lucky one asked if she could stay and they said, well, yes, of course. They're talking about the animation workshop in Denmark.
Yeah?
So, someone had like went over for one semester and must have liked it more than the school they exchanged from. No refunds, no returns.
I mean, good.
Yeah.
Like if they found something that they really love, that's amazing. You know. So you could have another wah here, and then hit the big mouth shape here. It looks like you have a couple of overlapping frames, so just be careful of that because it makes it a little less clearer to read. So this is the wah for what?
What? I find it really interesting, the way that watching you work, where you're adapting the way you're drawing the mouth shapes to the kind of the model that you're presented, and I think that's really cool to see you like think that through.
You know what you did. So then we want this shape back. And then we'll settle on this end shape. See if this is a complete mess or if I've managed to clarify it a little bit.
You know what you did.
No, that doesn't really work. Let me have a look why.
You know what you did.
Mainly because I think the ooh is reading on did instead.
You know what you did.
Yeah.
You know what you did. You know what
Maybe we should just get rid of that ooh. Let me delete it.
you know what you did.
Or maybe it should come before this. You know what? And we'll just have an ooh in here instead and see if that helps. Ooh.
You know what you did.
That's reading better.
You know what you did. You know what you did. You know what
I'm gonna move it a frame earlier
you
and this frame earlier.
know what you did.
I think this needs to be an open shape like that. And this we might need to end on a closed shape here for did. Guess we'll see.
You know what you did.
That's starting to read a bit better.
You know what you did.
I just realized that Patrick must have heard the Discord sound he himself gave you.
Oh really? Oh no! I just realized that yeah, because you guys are getting my system sounds, you're gonna get my beeps and boops.
Your bibbity boops.
Yeah. I didn't even notice. I think I've learned to tune it out now, which is why sometimes I'm sorry people if anyone messages me and I don't get back to it for ages. Because I've had Discord on for like the past 2 years while I've been working, I've now like learned when I'm working to just like completely tune out the sound of a Discord notification.
Everyone's like,
Everyone's looking for the Discord sound. When did that happen?
I have no idea. I didn't hear it, so I don't know.
No one booped me. You're messing with everyone on the stream if you do. Yeah, I think that's working a little bit better. You'll need to clarify my mouth shapes here, because again, I'm sorry, I feel like probably a bit messy. But separating out those shapes. Look to make shapes more distinctive on this end part.
Alright, Patrick. Nighto.
Oh, night night. Oh, don't apologise. Don't worry about it. You sleep well.
Habbo, Anime Tunings, if he's in the chat sometimes, introduced the team on Mystic to a genre of music, yeah, to bardcore, and the version of pumped up kicks in the sort of like loots and thing, it's so good. But there's a line where they've shifted the lyrics, and
They've shifted them all the way through.
yeah, like they've rewritten the lyrics to pumped up kicks, but the one that was like was it like away with you or be gone with you or something? Do you remember? I'll find it.
It's like all ye bully something with your something boots.
Yeah, you're buffing. Let me find it.
Better flee.
All ye bully rooks with your buskin boots, best you go, faster than mine arrow. And just that faster than mine arrow is so good.
There you go, Pat's got you. It's very good. Boom, 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 boom.
It's just like, outrun my bow, and you're just like, they're just threatening to shoot you in the most whimsical, just, oh, it's so good.
Can you imagine him running after you with like a bard as well, strumming away, like a stringed instrument, singing as they pursue you across the fields. It's a long bow! Run further!
Oh man. Yeah, please, Ninja Girl Emily, look into Bardcore.
Yeah.
It's
You're
it's
not
such
Bardcore.
it's
Unless you live Bardcore.
such a good time. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, I am awesome job, Exoskeleton.
Yeah.
I hope those notes are helpful.
Are we moving onward?
We're moving onward to
What?
Pokeboy. What do you mean? You must have seen that this was you because you're the one who gathered them.
I don't have to look at them individually. All I do is go to the folder, download everything, and then submit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, observe, Michael. Who's this?
What's he gonna say? It's me and my dad.
No, it's Doig and Swift.
No. It's Doig's on the right and it's Doig.
No, look,
Dad
that one's
on the-
clearly a bird.
Don't ruin this for me.
This is adorable. Doig and Dad on the couch together. Where's your grid?
Porky.
Porky. Swift got older. Yeah, this is me now. I've aged in the last week. Are you ready, Mike? You're gonna have to listen to this. You have to turn the stream audio on so you can hear it.
Oh, I can't hear it through yours because you're sending it straight to OBS.
You want to come and put the headphones on for a sec and hear it?
Okay. You close your eyes so you don't see it, so you see it for the first time with the audio.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you winning yet, son?
Yeah, thank you.
Are you winning yet, son?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. I get to watch it now. Let me watch it.
Are you winning yet, son?
Yeah, thank you.
Are you winning yet, son?
Yeah, thank you.
That's so great, the expressions.
Pause it on the last frame. I thought there was something there.
Oh.
Oh, this is amazing. I'm gonna
Your
show
dad's
him.
doing poggers.
He's fucking doing poggers, isn't he?
That's amazing. Yeah, everyone's doing poggers now in chat. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. I love that double elbow.
Are you winning?
I'm winning. Are you winning yet, son?
Are you winning yet, son?
Make that a channel emote. Oh, yeah. Hey, it's Radney. Yeah, I stream here on here on Twitch. It's on Thursdays. We've played through and completed the main thing on Bloodborne, and we're hitting the DLC now.
Something about your mouth shapes here remind me of Garfield, and I'm not sure why.
I look so done.
Look at this lovely ease.
Ah, he's not gonna get away with this.
You're right, Robotnik. Styx Media! How dare you, Raiders! Thank you so much! Welcome! How are you doing? What were you up to today, Styx?
My dad didn't know the meme. Someone asked
Are you winning?
him to say this.
Thank you.
I think for this exact fucking reason.
He's so
used to-
coy, look at him. So, I mean, I don't really have any critique on this. I think you've done a super good job. All the acting and the lip sync is super nice and clear. I guess it might be nice just to go over it and like show people how clear the mouth shapes are. I think it helps a little bit that both you and your dad talk quite slowly.
Yeah, we're not the quickest people.
Oh, I don't mean like in terms of your minds. I just mean in terms of the way you speak. It's great because for lip sync it means that you get the time to really show each mouth shape.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad I'm useful for something.
Yeah.
I got told recently that I do speak quite slowly, and I don't. Am I really slow at talking?
No, you're
Like,
not really.
Should I be sort of this level, so it's, you know, a
I
little
like
faster?
how when you try to speed up, you
I
do
still have
speed
pauses.
up, but you like offset the speed up by having pauses every few seconds. So it's like you can either talk like this, or you can talk like this, and both of them take the same amount of time. It just depends how broken up the sentences.
Just how broken I am. I don't think my mind keeps up with what I want to say, so I have to like keep rechecking what it is I want to say.
Yeah, I have that problem too. I've been told that I talk quite fast, but
Doig speeding up feels weird.
yeah, Radney enjoys this sort of talking style. There you are. But yeah, see how here we're hitting that open mouth shape before the actual sound hits. So 1, 2. We've got 2 shapes going on before the mouth, the actual audio hits. Just as it should be.
I'm gonna ask Porky if we can like develop this into something really like, this is so good.
Okay.
This is exciting.
So yeah, look how clear these mouth shapes are. So we have R, and then Y for you, and then we get this really nice circular E's into the oo here. R, U, and then another wide mouth shape for W for winning. Winning. And then the ing and the Y are gonna blend together. And then sun. I love how we hit that open mouth shape super hard, and then we ease into this N at the end. So bam, ease, ease.
I love that he's incorporated the heart mug as well.
Yeah, and I like this double elbow and winning. Are you winning? Yeah, son. And then we have Doig processing. There's this great side mouth expression here that we kind of ease into. So rather than going, yeah, we have a yeah. Yeah. And then his dad's just like, mm. Mm.
Oh, Porky didn't give any notes on this. Wait, he did. I looked at the wrong row. He said, "Wish I had more time for polish, but I only had about 4 hours total this weekend to myself. Hope it came out okay."
It came out great.
Smug mug dad. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
So to give you guys the context of this, my dad is a big, he's a gamer. He's currently playing through Ghost of Tsushima right now and probably incredibly loving it. But he's played through Bloodborne a few times, and because of quarantine, I thought it would be cool to connect with him and do some streams. So we've been doing that for a couple of months now at this point. Playing through Bloodborne, so he's played through it a bunch, and in the time, the time that I was playing through my playthrough, he completed the game like twice, I think. One with like one character build, and one where he was trying out Arcane, and one with Blood Tinge characters. So he, on the streams and stuff, he'll be trying to advise me in what to do, and I'll be both following his advice and also trying to antagonize him. It's ever so subtly.
So then again, we hit the open mouth shape here 2 frames before the actual audio. And look how clear the mouth shapes are again. So fa, open, ah, the K, the pushing it to the side and squashing the mouth there. And then you. Super clear. And then the E's again is super competent, super clear. And then poggers. I guess. Nah. I was gonna say that your dad's head changes proportionally a little bit through it, but I don't think it does enough to like warrant any kind of note. This is wonderful.
I can't wait to show him this.
Very clear. I forgot the E in very.
Brr.
I swear, like it goes way too fast to remember all the letters. Very clear mouth shapes. Fun acting.
Kurzik's asking if you could potentially play it again. They missed it initially.
Yes. They definitely can.
Are you winning yet, son?
This is good study material for anyone who is just trying to see how to do very like clear, well-crafted lip sync. This is great to look at.
Has Porky posted it on Twitter?
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna play it for you again. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you winning yet, son?
Yeah, thank you.
Are you winning yet, son?
Yeah, thank you.
There you go. Isn't that awesome?
No, he's not posted it yet. Okay, I'll have to wait to show my dad.
Yeah, I would love to see this cleaned up if that was ever a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
How many seconds is it? Let's see. It's 136 frames, but the audio doesn't come in until like 50 frames in. So it's about 7 or 8 seconds, I think, in terms of the actual audio. I think the entire thing is like 10 seconds or something.
Gotcha. Hey, it's Radney. The last episode, last thing that we played should still be in our videos on here. But every previous one I've got a recording of, and I'm planning on releasing a series of them. I'm just trying to decide whether I want to edit them down or not.
So let's move to flipper clips.
That looks like an Aaron.
Oh, it does a bit, doesn't it? Yeah.
Flip a clip.
Flipper clip. Let's play the audio. Prepare thyselves.
I've got no money.
Why?
I spent it all on gambling. I've got no money.
Why?
I spent it all on gambling.
It took me 2 watches to work out what that last word was. I spent it all on gambling.
Oh, is this when he was doing the whole 23 bit?
I don't know. It's just I don't know which bit this is from. Maybe someone else knows. Ninja Girl, maybe you know. But I've got no money. Why? Spend it all on gambling.
Oh, Flip-A-Clip is the software. India.
Oh no! But
Don't read the name, but do you have a name?
I do. So if I can't read it, what can I do?
What does it begin with?
R.
Is this Rose?
Yeah.
Something. Okay, cool. Then it is. Oh my god.
Oh, thank you. Hinky Pink Art has it. Let me pop it at the top.
Rose Blazing One is their Twitter tag. Thank you. I tried to look at their Instagram link because that's what they provided, and it's just a series of like letters and numbers. Like, not like it was their username, but like it was like the link that Instagram had auto-generated for their thing.
Yeah. I guess the software did auto-generate it. Now that I'm looking at it, I can see that it's actually a font because the A's and the P's are the same. Sorry, the I's and the P's are the same.
So they said, this was my first time. Yeah, that's the right one. This was my first time lip syncing literally anything ever, and I do like how that turned out. I wish I could have done more with the body language, or at least made certain things smoother, but I ran out of time. I learned so much from this, however, I definitely will do more of the sort in a bit.
Yeah, do more in the future. That's awesome. For your first lip sync, this is great. Good job. I'd agree. Like, one of my notes was like, I'd love to see you do more with the body language, and the body acting. But you can hit that next time. Like the actual mouths and the lip sync is pretty damn good for your first time. I've got to say, like, great job. I'd love to see some kind of background plane or grid in here. That would be amazing. Like, let me. No, just a little something.
Just a little something.
Just a little something to show like what kind of angle we're at. She says that she is incapable of drawing straight lines. You know? Some kind of background indication. Would love to see background grid. Some indicator.
Oh, cool! You posted about the challenge in your Discord server. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. And more people who enter, the better. And then let me pop on my tracing paper. My tracing paper!
Your tracker.
Okay.
I've got.
So I think one thing that would help is if you make your audio start a couple of frames later, you'll give yourself more leeway here at the beginning. Because the audio starts immediately, it means you can't get in there the 2 frames before the sound that you usually would. So I'd say try to give yourself six frames or so before audio begins.
The grid is my life. I fear a world without grid, for it is a doomed world.
So you can start lip sync 2 frames before sound.
What do you think of this soundtrack?
It's very whimsical. I feel like I'm in some kind of Fantasia environment.
I feel like it suits your personality more than mine.
Mine?
Yeah, you were kind of... I don't know, I associate that sort of film soundtrack.
Oh,
period
what,
with
like
you.
a musical, like Mary Poppins or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So I'd say that I think you would do well to have an open mouth shape here. I've
got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
I've dreaming of a wife Christmas.
A wife Christmas.
I just wanted to rhyme with I've. Just like the one I used to know. I think you don't need as many mouth shapes here as you have. I think you can get away with fewer. I've got... So, the T shape, you're going to want like a wide, toothy shape here. So, this kind of thing.
Oh, that's cool. It's cool, that are lovely.
Got. So I've got.
Did I just... Yeah, I called you Adder Lovely because that's what was your tag. Yeah, but yeah, that's really cool, Adder Slayer.
So I think that's really all you need for got. Got. Got.
I've got. I've got.
So I think you can keep it simple. So keep shape simple. You don't need many. The main thing you need to worry about is finding those main few that you need and then just easing in and out of them, getting to and from them. So rather than inserting more of them, you just want to be spending your spacing getting to the ones you need to.
The ones you need to hit that
ways.
Feel like they capture. It's almost like we were talking about keyframes yesterday, where like what are the key story drawings, and the same with like dialogue. I feel like there's key mouth shapes that it doesn't necessarily matter how you break down getting between them, as long as they like make sense. But yeah, it feels like
the
there's
breakdowns do matter for sure.
Yeah.
But you don't need to fill in the extra frames with extra mouth shapes.
Yeah.
You just need to be easing in and out of the mouth shapes that you have that you need, like the key
Cool.
shape. I like that you illustrated this little t that he's got here. Yeah. So I think you want to bring your lip sync like it's a little bit earlier here, but I like all the shapes you're using and everything. No money. Yeah. You could probably just keep it on this shape, because when we say money, we don't. If you say money now, you don't tend to go money and open your mouth again on the E.
Money. Yeah.
You keep your mouth in the N shape. Money.
Yeah.
Money. It's like if you think about how many the main shapes your mouth goes through is for M, ma, ni, and those are the three main shapes you need for money.
Money.
So I don't think you need this extra open one here. I think you can probably just here, so let me...
Is our OBS audio okay now?
Money. Money.
What?
So I see like you've got a shoulder shrug going on here. I think you could exaggerate it even more. I know this isn't a lip sync note, but... So I'd love to see, like, if he's shrugging, really, like, bring those shoulders up here, like this. Go for it.
So that would be exaggeration, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what's your head proportions here? Because I feels like it's getting a little bit small on Danny, his head. So, watch head proportions. Or head versus body proportions.
Mm-hmm.
You want just to be slightly bigger, kind of thing. Boop. I may have made his chin, whoops, too square there, compared to how you've been drawing him. So let me round it out. Oh, I keep trying to draw on the wrong frame.
Hmm.
There we go. Let's see what Aaron says.
I spent it all on gambling.
I like the way you're having him slowly sink down.
That's really good.
Yeah, I think you could go more explicit with that if you wanted, which would be really fun. I spent all... Yeah, I think all the mouth shapes here are working pretty well. But yeah, I think you could go even like... Just like really beat him down into the corner. Just really amp up that acting. It's like you've got an indication of it there, and I think it's working. I think it just needs, as Mike was saying, the exaggeration in there to really amp it up. I like the way you're having him talk out of the corner of his mouth too. Again, I think you could amp that up a little bit. And really have it like... I like this.
We're in a spy movie now.
Really have it like ashamed at the side of his mouth. You know? Yeah. Amp up acting.
I felt like Incredibles. I like that.
Really sink him down. And push out the side. To exaggerate. Oh.
cool.
Yeah, awesome job. They get Danny in here for one frame at the end, just laughing. Yeah, like the main thing I would say is keep your mouth shapes simple and don't I guess use too many of them.
If you use too many, then it becomes a little bit more mushy and more difficult to read.
Mm-hmm.
And so have those key ones really like hold for a little bit and have them, help them read.
And other than that, I think there's some of the emotion that you could smooth out just in terms of like the actual characters moving around the screen. But you already knew that because you wrote it in your thing. And exaggerating the acting a little bit more would be nice. I would actually I'd love to see slightly bigger mouth shapes on there because all the mouths are quite small at the minute. So I don't know if that would require like a zoom in or maybe just like a slight redesign of the characters just so that mouth shapes are a bit easier to see and read because they're slightly bigger.
Yeah, I think you could potentially scale down their torsos and then frame them with that in mind.
Yeah.
Have this head scales come up a bit.
But yeah, awesome job. In terms of the lip sync, like you've done them incredibly well for the first time. Everything's kind of reading. I can tell like what they're saying and where the lip sync is landing and everything. So great job. Which tune is the Doig's first theme tune? The one which just played?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh no, it's too nice. It's too calm.
You reckon?
So here we are. This is Summer Sunset 2007.
They said they didn't give a note, which is fine.
Okie dokie, let's turn up the volume and we'll have a look.
I didn't want some cushy job or a research grant. I didn't want some cushy job or a research grant. I didn't want some cushy
I was just trying to work out what the lip sync actually was saying. I think it's I don't want some cushy job.
job or a research grant.
Okay.
I didn't want some
I didn't want some cushy job. I think that's what it is. I didn't want some cushy job.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, obviously it saved me from myself. So I don't think they got the second part of this done, just the first part. So we'll just look at the first part. Because I'm assuming that... Well, I mean, obviously, they did manage to get to the second part.
I didn't want some cushy job or I didn't want some cushy.
So I think they got to cushy and then stopped.
I didn't want some cushy job.
Is there some like ghost? Yeah, there's some
There is some
ghosting.
slight ghosting happening, yeah.
I thought so. I was like, is that from the stream? But yeah.
I didn't want some cushy job.
I'd say, if anything, I think this maybe is a little bit over animated, would be my note on this. It feels like... Let's have a look.
When you check your Twitters, did you... Okay.
Oh, I think it just looks over animated because it's got the ghosting on it. Because when I actually step through the frames, it's not. Like, the ghosting is giving me the impression that things are changing every frame. But they're actually not. It's just that it looks like they are because there's a ghost image on.
Is that... Declan, is that like a massive TV, or is that like a projector or something on the wall?
What? Really?
Yeah. It's a picture of them in a completely dark room, but a stream's up on the wall. That looks epic.
That's so cool. Oh my gosh. We're honored.
It's a projector.
So good job, first off, on starting the lip sync before the actual sound. Especially because you can like hear the intake of breath that I like.
Gotcha.
I think when it comes to opening mouths, we generally don't want to ease into the open mouth. We want to hit the open mouth and then ease out of it.
So it's fast in, and then kind of the reaction afterwards.
Yeah.
Ha!
So,
Yeah.
if I do when, it's not when,
Mm-hmm.
it's when.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, if I try to ease into the larger shape, when, it's very strange to have to do. So generally when you come out of a consonant, you want this to be the larger shape. And then you would ping back. So hit larger shape first. And then ease back. I need to, because the mouth is closing, I need to make it a little bit wider. I'm always thinking about that squash and stretch when it comes to mouth shapes. Like generally if I'm closing a mouth, I'll widen it as well.
Okay.
It's just something I'm used to doing, and I think it creates a pleasing effect.
Well, like when you open your jaw, your mouth is, because the skin of your mouth is pulled down because it's having to stretch, it does narrow, and as it comes back up it does widen, so makes sense.
Yeah. And then trying a closed there. Might need to close that slightly more. I'm gonna just increase. Oh no, that's way too much. Damn, 75 is the most I can go. It's still pretty difficult to see the purple over the top of the black, but so hi. So I think you might want to hit. I don't want. Hold on, let me just see what he's saying again. I didn't want. So I think hi. It's going to hit that super hard, which is good. So let's give it a little bit more time to come down after that.
Yeah, Sarah Aris taught us to pop open and in between close.
Yeah, exactly. And then this is gonna double as didn't want, because that's the way that they say it. They don't go, I didn't want some cushy job. They go, I didn't want a cushy job.
Yeah.
Hein. So that closed mouth is gonna be it.
This is really cool. It's like you're showing how to be economic and find the least to show the most, so that it's clear and it feels snappy. And I think that's what I'm taking from each one of these.
Clarity is
feedbacks.
the most important thing.
Yeah.
And then probably acting after that. If you can get clarity and acting, then you're flying. I don't know if this will work, but I'm gonna give it a try. We'll push it up a little bit at that end.
So would you say there's a tendency to maybe, for people just first time starting out lip syncing, a tendency to over animate because they are trying to sync? They're trying to sync so much that the mouth kind of is like, has kind of like feel to it.
And that's what I still do.
Okay.
Despite all my notes, I have a problem with that. I do that.
Interesting.
So now we're gonna get to the whoa 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 whoa.
You've got a little bit of like pursing at the edge of the mouth there.
Mhm.
Kind of those nice like anchor points rather than like a rounded circle.
Yeah, generally just because I
There's
don't
a
know,
bit
it
of a
feels better for me
purse.
because they're going from such a wide mouth shape.
Yeah.
It's like they couldn't quite get there in time before the exposure was taken.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah, if you think about like when you're capturing frames, because life moves at infinite frames a second, obviously we can't get them all. We're only doing 24.
Yeah.
So choosing which moment you're capturing, I think is important, and that's partially what spacing is. And basically you want to capture the moment that gives you the most information and the most clear information.
Yeah.
So to me, this is saying that not only are you doing an U shape, you're going to an U shape from a wider mouth shape.
Gotcha. So you're giving like two pieces of information, like where it's going to and where it's coming from.
Yeah.
But you can still read that it's the ooh that they're saying at this point.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah,
exactly.
Going straight from like a wide to like a small circle almost feels like a mouth replacement rather than a mouth moving between those two shapes.
Exactly, yeah.
It feels like you've swapped in rather than
push and pull.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. That's exactly it. Hold on, I gotta... I didn't want... I love this delivery so much. I didn't want some... Okay, so he's gonna go into an N shape, is that what it is? I didn't want some. Yeah, so he's gonna go straight back into a wide mouth shape again after this. Because we're back in the N.
Peter Steve says, so when doing lip sync, should I try to get the least amount of mouth movements that can emphasize the words coming out?
I think so. That's probably a good shout, because once you have those, you can always in between and add more. That's the thing, is like if you have your key touchstones, you can always go and add more afterwards and in between them more. But if you have too many, it can sometimes be very difficult to figure out which ones you need to cut out. Like just starting from the most important things and building up.
Mm-hmm.
I think we do need an open mouth shape here for want. So I am gonna open this. And then we'll ping back into a closed mouth shape afterwards. Ah! And one. And then I think we need the closed mouth shape. And I'm just trying to make it convincingly look like it's closing, because I gotta keep an eye on like where I put the teeth. So that it convincingly looks like the teeth could take up the entire mouth. Does it become confusing and look like an open mouth shape that I've just forgotten to add teeth to? That's just a matter of flipping back and forth between the drawings to try and find what looks the best.
The amount of time is coming in after like mouth shapes and stuff has been done, and if you're coloring them but you didn't animate them, it's like, is this teeth or is this tongue or is this like back of the throat?
Yeah, I mean, you should know my language by now.
I do. Like most of the time I get it.
You know that whenever there's a mouth with nothing inside it and nothing is filled, you know it's teeth.
Yeah. See, I knew it was teeth.
Yep. And you know the majority of the time when there's like a curve on the bottom of the mouth, it's tongue. Unless I give it sharp edges. So I'm trying to create a little stretch here for the S, because the S is the same shape as the closed mouth shape. So to emphasize the fact that we're making an S with it, I'm stretching it more. So you can see that there's like air's being pushed into the mouth to create that S shape. Because I could keep it just the same, but I want to show that there's like a different sound is being pushed through. Yeah. That makes sense. So I need some kind of difference to illustrate that.
So is this the start of some cushy job?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you have this open mouth.
H. Ranny says, I'm sure you're all used to it, but watching frame by frame back and forth makes me laugh so much. Hank thinks like it's so funny to me when it's like
Undertale. Okay, let's just have a look because I could have ruined this. This could all be all talk and no good. So let's have a look.
I didn't want some cushy.
No, I think that's reading. I think that makes sense with the audio clip.
I didn't want some.
I didn't want some. Yeah. And then as he's going, more, you'd move that up because some. You see, we get a squash there.
yeah, gotcha.
And then we get into the cushy job, cushy. And then yeah, this.
Hinkin Picard is like, somebody once told me
the world is. What did you do? I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with a finger and a thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well. So you can just hold this shape for the entirety of Cushy.
Some cushy job.
Why does it sometimes like just show me frames on top of my frames?
Some cushy. I didn't want some cushy job.
Yeah, so this will work for the entirety of Cushy. Cushy. Because as soon as you hit that S shape, your mouth ain't moving. Cushy. It's just gonna probably squash slightly.
Yeah, it doesn't move. Cushy. There's a different laughs in One Piece. Each character kind of sometimes gets their own particular way they laugh, and there's one that has like a she. That's yeah. Bit of trivia for you there.
Cool. You can simplify and pare down the number of mouth shapes you use.
The laughs in One Piece annoy you more than it should. I love them, but each to their own, I guess.
Get 2 frames ahead of the audio. And look at what your own mouth does. In a mirror. When you imitate the line. This is a good one to listen to the VOD for, I think, because a lot of the stuff that I explained while I was doing it, I think is better explained via the audio.
Yeah.
So I'll check out VOD for full feedback. So I'm not sure if this person is in chat right now.
I don't think so, as far as I know.
All right.
Onward.
Onward.
Oh.
We don't have a handle for this. You could find it, Mike, so I can pop it on.
What does their name begin with?
Doctor.
Begins with Doctor.
Uh-huh.
Let me.
Oh wait, maybe it doesn't. Maybe Doctor is in the name of the audio clip they used.
Oh, maybe. Give me a sec. Yeah, so this is One Sad Donuts.
At One Sad Donuts, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Or one word?
yeah. Donuts is spelled Donuts.
One Sad Donuts, like this?
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome.
And they said, I ran out of time while doing this. Originally I wanted it to be a tad more cleaner, but it is what it is. The challenging part of this animation was trying not to animate every single sound that came out of the Game Grumps sound clip. If that makes sense. And thank you for taking your time to critique this. You're very
Aw,
welcome.
You're super welcome. And yeah, don't worry about getting it clean. This is like a 3-hour challenge, so you guys don't need to worry about getting them clean. Let's have a look. I'm excited. It's a Game Grumps clip. Oh, yeah, I've got the sound turned up. Awesome.
I don't know what's happening. Oh, there's a T now. I don't know what's happening. Oh, there's a T now.
That's really cute. I love the acting at the end.
I don't know what's happening. Oh, there's a T now.
Yeah, I can see a couple of things where I think you could just like really clarify the mouth shapes by just adding. You clarify the lip sync by adding maybe 1 or 2 more mouth shapes in there, just to like really punctuate it.
I would turn down the darkness of value of your couch.
Oh yeah, that's true. The couch is maybe overpowering a little bit.
Yeah.
You could semi-transparent that. Also, I'd love to see a grid. It'd be so cool. It would be the coolest. You have your, because this is definitely in a place, right?
In the void.
It's definitely in a place. So, you know.
Yeah, just showing where the feet would be connecting, and you got this slight implied perspective with the couch there with the armchair arms.
Ba 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 da. You know, just give me a better grid than this. Give me one that you draw with either the line tool or one that you bring in from somewhere.
You just put like one of those two-way glass panels at the back with Ross's face just in the corner smiling.
Love to see a grid. Show environment or show space.
Grids are used for clearly defined settings, I take it. Yeah, particularly in instances where you have a character interacting with a ground plane, knowing where the ground plane is helps things feel more solid. Helps you know where to place feet, how the character would move across it. But just giving your character a sense of place as well. It's useful when you're boarding and storyboarding something out to have that in mind. And so if you're animating, usually the process and pipeline would be you create the boards and then you're animating something. So just keeping that approach and mindset in mind when you're making stuff.
Yeah, if you're gonna draw something, put a grid in. That's my general rule of thumb. If you're gonna draw something, use a grid.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. Nice.
It doesn't matter if it's flat on. If it's flat on, put on a flat on grid.
Peter Steve says, I found a video that said that people should animate something once a week because no matter how terrible the thing is you're trying to animate, at least you will be learning how to convey a story or how to animate faster or how to convey that action easier.
Definitely, if there's something that you want to do, like animation, if there's something you want as a career, then you should definitely practice it, for sure. Like, make sure that you're doing the thing It's the only way to get better at it.
These sound like really good t-shirt captions.
Org. Always use grids. Go grid or go home. Okay, so let me see one more time.
I don't know what's happening.
Okay, I don't know what's happening. I don't know.
I don't know what's.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I think I've got it. Okay. So this mouth shape you're using here is super cute. And so is this one, but I think maybe you should switch them around for the sounds you're using them for. Because it feels slightly more closed and like it would have the teeth taking up the whole mouth. And no, it's going to be something you want to hit harder, so you're going to want the shape to be a bit longer to imply that the mouth is opened. So I think you just want to swap these two mouth shapes around. So you want ion. And then you want no. Yeah. No, I think you were right. To go with this mouth shape here. Let's just have a quick look.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, immediately that reads better to me as I don't know.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening. Yeah. It's hitting that on the... If you say I don't know and you put your thumb underneath your chin, I don't know.
No,
And then feel when your mouth opens the most. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's on the O, the of no. So that's when you want to use your longest mouth shape. So, let's see. Oh no, Bryony, we haven't done yours yet. Hit the O shape here. Let's see.
I
I don't know what's happening.
I have a feeling this person hit the semicolon rather than the L for their name, which I really enjoy.
Huh?
I'm
sorry?
In the form, this person must have like been trying to like just filling it in, but they hit the semicolon rather than the L in their name.
Oh.
It's nothing.
I don't know what's happening. Oh no. I don't know what's happening.
No what? I think we just want some teeth in this one, to be honest. Because otherwise I read it as like the mouth being completely covered with teeth.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's
No.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening.
Okay, I think maybe you need the S to continue here. What's ha, and then the ha to be here. Ha.
Ha.
Ah. And then that's the P, right? That's how I'm interpreting it.
what's happening.
Oh, let me just check again.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening.
Those really big mouth shapes at the end are really fun.
I wonder if this could just be closed.
This challenge is really exposing like the limitations and the downfalls of certain animation software, or things purporting to be like animation software. If they're like, audio scrubbing is a must for anything that deals with, you know, characters talking and interacting.
Yeah, no, you were right to have this open. You were correct.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. Happening. I think I'm not getting the end of happening here. So I think you need the closed mouth shape here for the end of the ing. So I'd just add that in after this. Happening.
What's happening? There's
Yeah, I think you need that.
What's happening?
That eye's working well. I like that.
There's a T now.
I think the O maybe feels a little bit late. I think because we have the start of the O here, and then we open the mouth a couple of frames after the sound hits. I think partially because the I beforehand don't feel like we've closed our mouth after that. So let's do a slightly more closed mouth here. One of the problems I think I'm seeing that you might have is that your closed mouths are about the same size as your open mouths. Just like you don't put the mouth fill in them, so you imply that the teeth are there instead, so it's closed. But because it's roughly the same shape, visually when people are glancing at it and reading it, it doesn't quite read as clearly as being closed as it would if you were to distort the shape more. So if I don't want you to change this one, I'm just outlining it so it's easy to see. Because it overlaps the couch a little bit. So that's what you have here. Let me add that tilt that you have here to this as well. There we go. So that feels more close to me than the closed mouth you have at the minute, because the closed mouth you have at the minute is actually wider than the open mouth.
Okay.
So it makes the read slightly harder. And then we move over a little bit here. So let me just move that closed mouth shape over. And then your O, I want you to hit that earlier if possible. So that's when it starts. So actually you could hit it here where this closed mouth is. Have a look. Okay. So let's see what happens if we hit the O here. I'm just going to outline your head and steal it. You're coming with me, head.
Are you just gonna draw it and then
move it?
Move the.
Yep, I'm just gonna trace it.
Oh, you totally should, Peter Steves. This week's challenge is punch.
Punch.
That might actually.
Okay, let's try that.
Oh, there's a T
Yeah, I feel like that hits the beat more.
Nice.
happening. Oh, there's a T.
And I'm going to take this and I'm going to move this as well. I'm going to take this and I'm going to move this as well. I really like your designs for the grump, by the way. This is really cute and simple, this design. It's a lot of fun to draw. I'm digging it. I really like the button eyes.
Nido hits, Radney. Take care.
Night night.
Do you know what?
Oh, there's a T.
There we are. Awesome.
Oh, there's a T now. Oh, there's a T now.
And then the last thing I'd say is just... Is that an L shape that you have going on there with the tongue? There's a T now. Are you thinking that T... because you would need your tongue for that? Because I would probably err on the side of having T be more like a... T... kind of shape instead. Like, let's see, for T, I'd say either do the tongue going that way behind the teeth, rather than the opposing way like you have it. So it's like pushing behind the teeth, right? Let me just draw this more like you have it. There we go. More like that. Like this. Tongue opposite way. Or this. Closed mouth. There we go.
Oh, there's a T now.
And then, yeah, my last note was going to be that I think you just need to finish off the word now. I think you need that pout. You needs it. Because it's really hard to finish now with your mouth open without closing it and opening it again. Now. 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 you need that to come. You need the mouth to come in and close.
Hey, Tales of Elethrion, I saw your message. Did you reply? It's okay if you didn't. Or just wondering when, what time you'd be streaming today.
Let me do it on this frame. Is Toon Boom hard to learn, Follow the Kaiser? It's not. I think it's actually fairly intuitive. If you want to learn everything in the program, I could see it being hard to learn because there's a lot there. But if you just want to learn how to bring your traditional workflow in, it's actually fairly easy because the only things you really need to learn about are the pencil tool, the transform and animate tool, and the timeline. And everything else you can pretty much leave.
Mhm.
That's how I use it. There's a majority of stuff in there that I don't actually use in my own work. That is in there for people who want to do things like 2D puppets or bring in 3D assets or all kinds of things. But if you just want to have frames to draw in digitally, then I think it's actually pretty easy to learn.
There's a T now.
Yeah, but I think you need that. You have to do the shape like this, like I've done it, but I think you need it to finish off the word.
Oh, I don't know what's happening. There's a T now. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know why it just sometimes wants to leave mouth shapes behind.
I don't know what's happening. There's a T now.
Oh, they're all light tabled. With Toon Boom Studio 5. Yeah, I don't know how that one works. It's been years since I've used the old one.
Is that like onion skinning, is light tabled, or is there?
Basically,
Gotcha.
Yeah. You should be able to turn it off, but
A hidden button somewhere lurking in the depths of the software.
like in the new Toon Boom software, it's just below your view plane. You know, the stage that you use to draw in.
Okay. I mentioned this earlier, but I'll say it again now that Tales of Elethrion have popped into the chat, is that they're doing a stream later on at 8 PM GMT, and from what I know, they're going to be doing Tales of Elethrion versions of our characters, the bear and the bird. I'm really excited to see that. So I'm going to try and pop in. I don't know if any of you want to, we'll probably both be in there.
Yeah.
In the chat. So it's 8 PM CEST, so Central Eastern Standard Time, or summertime, or... Okay.
Okay, now this is the main question. Is it okay with you guys if I finish these off tomorrow?
Okay.
Because it's 10 o'clock and we have 4 left, and I want to give them the proper time. And also, I'm not feeling 100% on top of my game today.
Okay.
Just because of being ill. And it could be another half an hour to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
To do these.
I think that's okay if you're not feeling, if you're...
Like, we got through 5 yesterday, we got through 6 today.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm feeling like a 4 tomorrow seems doable.
Okay.
And I'm really sorry for anyone who's been waiting for so long to see theirs, for it to be pushed back to Wednesday. But I think it's like the fairest thing to do to make sure that I'm not trying to rush through them.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks very much, guys. I really appreciate it.
I mean, I think it's lovely that you were taking the time to do this, so...
I love doing it. I love seeing all you guys' animation. Thank you guys so much for submitting these. Like, it's so fun to look through them, and I hope that any advice or help I'm giving is helpful. What inspired us to make a bird and a bear? Mike just loves bears, and my name is Swift, so a bird felt very natural. Also, I have like a beak, so like my nose is very beaky, so it always kind of suited me to have a bird as an avatar.
It felt like a natural progression.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
The reason that we kind of switched over and pushed towards that was that felt a little bit more unique and identifiable as well. Because otherwise we're just scraggly ragamuffin looking, sort of like glasses, dark hair, shaggy hair, like beard for me. You were a little bit more distinctive, I think, India, with your characterful nose. But we try to preserve
Very
those
tactful.
in the... What? Characterful is such a...
No,
it's a
I
good-
appreciate it.
But yeah, green bear with antlers, just... I think it was more fun for other people to draw as well. So... And by seeing how many people have had fun drawing them, I think it's been proven time and time again now that it was a good move and that it was a fun move. Proven?
Yeah, but you can say it however you want. I just like the way that you say it.
Proven.
It's different. Proven.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it is proven, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's okay.
Proven?
I think you can say it however you want. Like,
Whatever.
people know what you're saying. I just think it's cute.
Yeah, and if you've been enjoying these reviews and feedbacks,
Here we go.
What?
I bet you're going to say share it with your friends or something, aren't you?
No, I was actually going to say that this week's challenge is.
Oh my gosh, you weren't shilling.
I was encouraging people to do the next one.
Nice. Thank you.
The next one is to animate a punch, and I did this as our. I think this should work. There we go. Did this to
Whoa,
celebrate
I haven't
it.
seen it coloured.
Oh, have you not seen it?
Dude.
Yeah,
That's
man.
badass.
Yeah,
Holy
man.
shit. That's amazing. Wow. One punch.
One punch.
Swift punch.
I can't show it without it being blocked. Maybe I'll just scale it down. There we go. So it's completely referencing it from One Punch Man because India was like that yesterday, and I was like, I've got to use that somehow. I alternated back and forth between having you punching and also holding a stylus, like holding the Wacom pen. So you were like, to animate. I might make a version where you are, but.
H. Robin says also love the logo.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like maybe the T should be moved over to the left a little bit. The spacing on that feels a little bit odd.
It's interesting you say that because I got advice to move it
To the right.
to the right, but I can try it either way. You want to print the logo? Oh yeah, you wanted to do a 3D print of the logo.
Damn, that'd be awesome. Yeah, Mike designed this. Super cool.
I did a thing.
Yeah, you did. It looks amazing.
I like it, but I'm also really surprised that other people like it.
Thank you, Pink Heart. Thank you so much for the 500 bits. That's
Thank
so
you.
kind of you.
So yeah, get your punch on. Give us your strongest punches. We're ready.
Yeah, hit us with them. Hit us with your strongest punches.
TPU filament. Oh, that could be cool. That could be cool.
That would be amazing. We could stamp everything. The entire apartment would be covered in the logo. Okay, well, let us find someone to raid then, and we will finish off these reviews tomorrow.
All right.
And then I can go and get myself. I don't know. I can go and squirm around in pain. It'd be
Okay.
great.
Mute site. Let's see. I don't know who to raid. You know what? Let's go for What If Julia. Normally we raid an artist, but she's playing Ghost of Tsushima and she's really fun and welcoming and like really cool, friendly personality. So I'll introduce you if you've not seen her before. Her name is Julia, of all things.
She's awesome.
She's got a slightly bigger crowd than we usually raid. So enjoy that.
Ketzel and Enkun and Ninchiko and everyone, thank you so much for coming and you're welcome for the stream. We love doing them. Hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow for the end of these reviews. Maybe we'll get through some reviews and be able to do some art too. Who knows? Peter, no. Thank you. you guys are totally welcome, of course. We love having you, like, just to hang around with you guys and chill out. It's super nice.
I need to move that over. Okay, that's in a better place now.
Okay, everyone, have an awesome day.
Yeah, and
Best of luck. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, may the rest
Of your day.
be filled
With
adventure. Catch you all tomorrow. Thanks for
Bye-bye.
joining us today. And check out Tales of Elethrion later, because they're awesome and they're going to be drawing awesome stuff. Take care, everyone.